Don't know if I'm live or not. Let's see here. Yep, I'm live. Hello, I'm Greg Hrutkay of Hrutkay Mods, and welcome to this impromptu stream. I'm actually running off the hospital Wi-Fi right now, and I'm trying to be quiet because I've got a roommate right now. How are you guys doing today? Just looks like we've got Jeremy on here right now. Hi, Jeremy. Yeah, I would have planned this in the faster, but hey, Aaron. I would have planned this faster, but I keep getting tests done and all this stuff, and it's been rough. So yeah, we got 2 in the chat. I mean, it's more than enough for right now, because I didn't give any real forewarning. I just decided, why not do it now? Am I okay? I'm alive. Long story on that. Hey, Mr. H, how you doing? If you guys remember my dad's... Hey, Justin. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this either. But yeah, if you guys remember my dad heart PSA video I filmed right after my dad died, I've always been an advocate of, fighting heart issues and promoting heart health. And well, we had a little surprise yesterday. It was sudden onset. Did not see it coming. And I'm very tired. I've been here for being at this hospital for 22 hours now, and I'll be here until at least tomorrow sometime. What happened was you guys know I've got 6 dogs. 4 of them live over at my main house all the time. And the other 2, my sister-in-law and her boyfriend take care of next door. Well, 3 of the dogs of the 4 can be off leash. They're always fine. The 4th one, we tie onto the back porch. He does his business, then I let him back in. Well, if you don't have a good hold of him when you undo him, he'll dart off, and then you have to go after him. The only time he'll come back is if it's snowing outside. You can just leave him outside for a few minutes. He'll come right up to the door. Thank you, Mother Oats. But yeah, I had one of the other 2 dogs in my arm right here, and he and his brother were running around my legs. I unhooked him and went to reach for him, and since I had her in this arm, I couldn't grab him fast enough, and he darted off. So he ran up to the end of the holler where my neighbor's house is, and they've got 2 cane corsos. So I knew this wasn't going to end well if I didn't get up there. I did not run up there. I walked up there because they weren't out at the time, but I had a feeling he was going to let them out at some point. And it's usually around that time he lets them out. So I walked up there, and he's got this bad habit that when you get close to him while he's outside, when you're within about this distance where you can just jump on him, he darts off. And I would get into that distance every once in a while, and he'd just dart off. And I was getting to the point where I was thinking, I'm probably not going to catch him. And I'd been feeling rough the last few days. For you guys, I haven't actually announced this, but workplace I got fired from, I actually got rehired as a temporary to cover for my friend that actually took over my spot. He's a good friend. I wasn't going to let him down. And I've been busy reorganizing the whole department, working my rear end off since Tuesday. And, well, we work Tuesday to Saturday. And I hadn't been feeling good for the last 2 or 3 days. So I was just taking my time until I got to the point where I'm getting mad enough at this point because he's not listening to me. And I decided I'm going to run after him. And I corner him at the creeks, right when my neighbor lets out his cane corsos. So I pick him up, and as I pick him up, he does not like bigger dogs that he doesn't know. And Rico is this big, okay? He's 30 pounds. They're over 100 pounds each. And he will try to bite their neck out. It's not going to happen. And if he pisses them off enough, it's going to be bad. So at this point, I already have him. I have him in my arms. He goes into psycho mode. And he just latches all 4 claws into my chest and tries everything to get off of me. He's fighting me, trying to get off to fight them. And I helped raise one of them, the cane corsos, and the other one knows me. She's very friendly. And they aren't going to do anything to me or his little brother that's still running around my legs at this point. So I'm not worried about them, but I'm worried about him getting loose and them getting him. So at this point, I'm fighting him. I have my hand wrapped around his collar, wrapped into his collar as tight as I can. I have him up against my chest while he's trying to break loose from me. And I finally get him to calm down, and I carry him all the way back to the house. Well, by this point, I'm really mad. My blood pressure's gone through the roof, and I actually do have a history of high blood pressure, so that wasn't going to be shocking, but my heart rate's like really high. I mean, like super high. It's shooting. I don't think it slowed down any of the time I was waiting, okay? So I know what my pulse rate was when I got here at the hospital. So I would say I was doing about 130 BPM, okay? And I feel really, really bad. You know, I'm trying my best to calm down, but my heart's racing so hard, I can't calm down. I start panicking. Okay, and this had happened to me one time before, but I didn't think much of it because it was right after a stomach virus. So I wasn't thinking too much of it. And, well, I figured an hour, I'll be fine, and everything will be good. Well, I try to calm down. It's not happening. For an hour, I'm pacing back and forth, heart racing. And this is when I'm starting to think, there might be something wrong. And I should probably go to the hospital. But right now I have no medical insurance. And yeah, I know 95 comics. Thank you. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to do. And this all happened at 6 p.m. By 7 p.m., my heart rate's still up. And me thinking about this is getting my heart rate up again. So when this might not last very long as a stream. 1 second. Anyway, so by the way, I apologize for the poor lighting. We turned the hospital room lights out. I didn't think about it. Should have probably left them on for this, but I must be low electrolytes or something. I need to have some electrolytes. We had nothing in the house, so I was thinking maybe if I just try to take a quick nap, I'll be fine. So I try to calm down. I go in and out of consciousness for about an hour. About 8, that's when the Mac Pro video was scheduled to release. It released. I watched the analytics on it and thought, around this time, my pulse isn't right. It's not, thump, 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 thump. And it's also elevated at this point, so it'd be like thump, 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 thump. It's going thump, 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 thump. I'm like, that's not a good sign. But at this point, I'm still not really sure if I need to do something about it, which at this point I should be going to the hospital, and I didn't. Now I understand why my dad was so stubborn to do this. It's one of those mental things. You need to take my advice and just go. And I didn't take my own advice at first. So at this point, I'm going to try to get some rest. I get about an hour of sleep, very restless, heart still racing when I wake up. Thank you, Michael. And I thinking everything I can to try to get my heart rate down. It just will not happen. Yeah, it's basically what it is. 95 comics. I've got AFib right now. So anyway, 9 o'clock goes by, 10 o'clock goes by. Around 11, I'm thinking, this isn't going to get any better. I need to go to the hospital. So by midnight, I've got my friends coming over. I said, I gotta get to the hospital. I may have had a heart attack. I don't know what's going on. This isn't normal. I've got a long history of panic attacks. This isn't a panic attack. I've got to get out of here. I got to get to the hospital. So they drive me to the hospital. I walk in under my own strength, but I've been noticing in the truck that I'm kind of lightheaded and dizzy. I walk in fine, fill out the paperwork at the counter. As I'm filling out the paperwork, my legs get heavier and heavier. I start, getting lower and lower in front of the counter to the point where I'm holding myself up at the counter. And I stagger over to the seat, and that's about the time I start blacking out. My heart rate was so high at this point, the oxygenated blood can't do anything. So I'm getting to the point where I'm losing consciousness. And my friend gets them out. They pull a chair out. I'm just barely conscious. They pick me up, put me in a chair, get me to the room, hook me up with everything, and run tests. And I apparently had gotten too low on potassium. And if you guys know anything about science, potassium is the essential ingredient in the muscles to promote, ATP and all that stuff. Without that, there's no electrical charges. And the heart needs a good amount of potassium. I'm really low. So, they hydrate me because they think I'm dehydrated. I don't think I was dehydrated. We don't know why I'm low on potassium still now. But, yeah, exactly, Justin. It's good I didn't wait. Hey, Chuck. Chuckles is on here. He's one of my brothers. But anyway, they hydrate me. I spend 3 or 4 hours just laying around in the cardiac room. They gave me medication to slow down my heart rate. Every time I'd stand up, my heart rate would shoot back through the roof, and I'd start getting lightheaded. And I'm still doing that right now. And right now I'm on medication to keep my heart rate down, but my pulse is not normal. It's still thump, 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 thump. You know, it's not right. And they gave me a bunch of medications to try to correct it, and it's not doing anything. And it's been about 30 hours since my AFib started, I think. If math is correct. Yeah, it's about 30 hours. I think. Now, it'd be 28 hours since my AFib started. I'm still in AFib right now. So I'm very tired. My chest hurts. My heart's just, it can't regulate its beat right now. And they think they can fix it, but they can't do it until the morning. So, I may be getting a good shock to the chest tomorrow, which I'm not looking forward to. I've already had a potassium infusion, which was one of the most painful experiences of my life. So I've got plenty of potassium in my system now, but I still feel like garbage. I can go to the bathroom and all that stuff, but getting to the bathroom, I start getting lightheaded. I have to sit down and go to the bathroom. And then if I stand for more than a minute or two, I'm so lightheaded I can't walk. So I have to walk to the bathroom, sit down, walk back. By the time I get back to the bed, I'm so short of breath, I can't. It's bad. So, hey Dave. So, I'd be having a nurse coming in. Not right now. But anyway, so I've lost track of what I'm talking about. I'm just really tired. My mind's not working very well. Yes, I do have an Apple Watch, but I never turned on the heart monitoring stuff because I've never had heart problems. I should probably start doing that. So, yeah, I'm going to be alright, guys, but I wanted to let you guys know that it can happen to anyone at any age. I'm 32, and I'm having heart issues. Hopefully they're just temporary issues, and nothing lasting happens. Right now my heart's strong, all the enzymes are good, there's no known damage to my heart, it's just not working right. So we're going to have to see what we can do to get my heart rate, my pulse back to the way it's supposed to be, and my heart rate back to its normal all the time. And I'm getting lightheaded just talking. This is the most movement I've done since yesterday. It's just talking. It's how tired I am. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in and watching me. Let's see how many we've got right now. We got 21 viewers. That's the most I've had in a long time. Thank you for joining, guys. I don't know how long I can stay on because nurses coming in and out. If you guys have any questions, you can say them real quick, and we'll try to answer them real quick. We've been on for about 20 minutes now, so thank you, Senor Mac Worry Kua. I know I killed that, but yeah. So yeah, it's something that, like I said, can happen at any age. That's why you need to watch that video if you haven't before. It's a very sad story about how I lost my dad, but there's a lot of good advice about if there's anything you realize that something's just not right, go get help. Even if you can't afford it, which I can't afford this visit, and I don't know what I'm going to do, which spiking my stress also, which isn't good for my heart. But we'll get through this. Someone keeps texting me, and that's my only light right now, is my phone pointing at my face. But anyway, if you need help, if you think you need help, go to the hospital. It doesn't matter. Get to the nearest hospital. Make sure your heart's okay. Because, you know, you can have no signs or symptoms and suddenly, you know, have something that will kill you. And that could have possibly killed me. And I'm still not totally out in the woods, but I'm at the hospital. I'm stable. As stable as they can get me. And, I mean, other than multiple IVs on me and wires all through my chest here, as we can see, there's one of them right there. I've got a monitor sitting next to me. Yeah, I'll be all right. So, wow, we've got a lot of people on here. So, yeah, thank you guys for joining for sure. But yeah, I should probably wrap this up. It sounds like someone's coming in. So, thank you guys for joining in. I'll continue giving you updates. I'm doing fine, as fine as I can be. I'm a little numb and lightheaded right now talking so much. It's tiresome just to talk. But yeah, I'm definitely going to listen to medical professions, Dave, for sure. So yeah. Good night, guys. I'm going to stagger over to the bathroom real quick and then probably go to bed. Because that's about all I can do right now. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining tonight. And this has been a Hrutkay Mods video. Really losing the breath. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.